Welcome to another episode of Creative Mind on Flux ITV, the show where business meets with creativity. We bring to you remarkable individuals to have in-depth conversations about the strategies and insights of the stories. Get ready to uncover how you can apply that to your journey. My name is Heritage Oyedepo, and with me I have a versatile CEO, Mr. Akintola Ayinde Blingz. He is a highly accomplished professional with expertise in event creation and branding. He is the founder of Blingz Print Nigeria, Blingz Event, and publisher of Blingz magazine. Akintola has received numerous awards, including the Oyo State Most Influential Award and the CSBG Awards for Creativity. He is known for his commitment to excellency and has built brands locally and internationally. Akintola is also a visionary behind the Blingz Event Award and the Unredo Conference, platform that celebrates creativity and equip entrepreneurs with business success strategies. Good day, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and you?
All right, I'm good. Okay, quick one. I would like to know, how was it like growing up for you?
For me, growing up was interesting. Yeah, a lot of people see what I do now, and they'll be like, "Oh, you this guy. I think you came from a rich family or something." But for me, my growing up was more of learning how to do all these things. It was rough. I think my parents separated when I was about 13, and I had to stay with my mom, and my mom had to, take care of everybody, and she was a teacher back then. So she had to study more, to transit from being a teacher to a lecturer in the Polytechnic of Ibadan. And, when we were doing all that, we had to make some sales. I could remember vividly that I sold Zobo in the same secondary school I was attending. And my mom taught me something back then, that no matter what you do, just do it diligently. Don't be ashamed of whatever you do, because in the same school I attend, I'll take like 3 coolers of Zobo to school, and after the schooling, I'll have the girls, the girls in my class will help me take the cooler back home. It was fun. I knew it was not the best, that, I was not the best in the class when it comes to financial status, but, I was happy doing what I do, so he taught me a lot, so I enjoyed doing it, so I didn't see it as a bad thing. So growing up was fun, and it wasn't an easy ride, but it was fun, and I thank God I went through all that, because that is definitely what formed the man you are seeing today.
Yeah, true. How were you able to further your education with this rough background you had? You furthered your education in branding and strategy in Spain. Yeah. How were you able to do that?
Okay, for me, I'm a kind of person that I believe there's more to everything you do, because I'll say I'm a natural person when it comes to branding, because even from secondary school, the way I approach things, it was a core branding ideas that I had back then. It was when I studied I got to know why things were working for me. At the time I went to further my education by studying branding and strategy, I was being called the king of branding in Ibadan at that time. But I just felt, okay, you are the king of Ibadan. Let me study more. I want to be king of the world, not king of Ibadan. And when I studied branding, I realized that the so-called king of Ibadan doesn't even know 50% of what it takes to be a brand strategist. And that's why I came up with the idea of teaching people how branding works. Because I'll tell you, like 80% of businesses in Nigeria are not growing because of lack of proper branding, not even funds or anything. There are a lot of businesses you can do that if you get your branding right. You don't even need the huge amount of money, to go into the business. And that is what is killing a lot of businesses. So I said to myself, okay, for me not to know all these things, so definitely a whole lot of people does not even know anything about it. So let me teach them how it happens. Let me teach them how they can put things into their businesses. So like I said earlier, I'm a kind of person that I want to know more, and I've done a lot for myself before I studied branding and strategy. And at that time, it was not smooth, but I've scaled the the hurdle of not having not being financially stable. Yeah, so it was not big for me. And let me give kudos to my brother. My brother also sponsored me, to go for the branding course.
Speaking about branding, if a brand is to grow right now, a lot of entrepreneurs are out there and they're missing out on branding and their business is actually crashing. Yeah. How can I brand my business for people to patronize me and for people to see this brand as a luxurious brand?
Okay. Like people will always say, I want to fall in love, I want to fall in love. What is love? Do you even understand love? Talk less of falling in love. A lot of people want to do brand, they want to brand their business, but they don't even understand what branding is. A lot of people think branding is having a nice background, having a nice logo. That is not branding. Branding is simply the ability to communicate your value. What we just use to communicate our values are all these elements that has to do with design and everything. But that's not even the main branding. I'm Akintola now, but I have a lot of things that you can recognize me with. Those things you can recognize me with is not Akintola. Just like my name now. If you call me Akintola, I'll answer you. That's like an element to let you know myself. But myself is, okay, my attitude, my values and everything. So branding is simply, I have a value. That is what people don't know. A lot of people don't have this value and they want to brand. You can't communicate the value you don't have. So you understand? So the first thing is to work on your brand, have the value. So the branding is now your ability to communicate that value. To me, that is what branding is.
Okay. How were you able to establish the idea of Bligz Award and Bligz magazine?
Okay.
The old Bligz that we know right now.
Yeah. Okay. There's something, when I tell people that, I'll tell you that Jesus Christ is a brand strategist. Because everything in this world is branding. Let me tell you how I got to, to do Blingz. There's a brand story behind everything.
True.
If you have a story that is pushing your narrative, it's like you have a boss on your own. Your boss tells you what to do. If you have a brand story, your brand story will tell you what to do at every point in time. So my brand story is when I was in school, I started events at the early age when I was 10 years old. I did my first event, that was 31 years ago.
10 years old?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I did my first event, it was a picnic.
Okay.
I remember back then I was in Aberdeen College, JSS1. I took my friend to the pool and I went with all this small radio, this red lamp radio. And my friend paid and I collected gate fee for them too. And we swim, we had fun, and that was the first event. And from then, it has been events back to back for me. My brand story was I did events all my school years. If I meet any of my schoolmates now, they'll be like, wow, we are not surprised with what you are doing because you've been doing this, got expelled for putting up party in school. That's what I say about branding. The people should know you from what you do. A lot of people will tell you I'm a fashion designer, but you are not even dressed like one. So you understand? So for me, my brand story was I did a lot of events in school. I did the first red carpet event in Lautech, Akintola University. Everybody knew this guy had the concept, the idea, the delivery. But my pain was people felt I was from Lagos. And I was always original about myself. So it always pained me when people say, yeah, this guy, you are from Lagos. I'll tell them, I'm not from Lagos, I'm from Ibadan. And they'll be like, wow. So when I graduated, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I love doing this and I want to create. And my brother also helped me. He was a banker back then. He said, turn your passion to profession. So I was like, this is what I love doing and this is what I would do, even if I fail. I'm the last one of the family, so I had the mindset that people will help me, even if I don't succeed in what I do. So I was ready to die there. So people knew I had what it takes to package a nice event, and I loved telling them that I'm from Ibadan. So when I graduated, I got back to Ibadan. I did a couple of massive events in school there. So I was like, okay, people know Ibadan for brown roofs. Everything is brown roof. They don't even know the value that we have. And as a natural brand person, I didn't even know why I did that. But I felt, let me show them what is shining out of Ibadan. And that is where the name Blingz came from. I'll show you what is blinging from Ibadan. It's not only the brown roofs that you should know. We have talent, So when I started back then, event was not what it is today. And I was like, okay, how can I change this narrative? Let me create a healthy competition, because that is the only way you can grow any what's it called? Any
business?
Yeah, not business. You have forgotten this word. Any field, that is the only way you can grow any field, Create a competition, healthy competition. Because when it's not healthy, people will just be like, let me just save up and buy this award. But when you have to work hard to earn it, you see, a lot of people will call me that, thank you for your award. I'll be like, we've not even nominated you before. Talk less of you winning. But they'll be like, I buckled up, I I pulled up my game just because I want to get nominated. But I didn't get the nomination, but my business changed because I put in a lot of work.
Effort into
you know,
it.
a lot of effort. So for 8 years now, we've done a lot to the industry, yeah, to the event industry. Things has changed because we don't only celebrate them, we set the pace. When you come to Bligz Event Award, the concepts, the delivery and everything, you know that we are not just honoring people, we know what we do. You know, we are worthy to honor people because we are also giving out the best. So that is what came up, that is why we came up with Bligz Event Award. Let's give them a competition so everybody can go, everybody can win. And there's a lot of story out there, you know, positive story about Bligz Event Award. I know of someone that just got nominated alone and he got a contract of like 3 million naira just because he got nominated. The person just chatted him up that, I saw that you were nominated as one of the fashion designer of the year. You must be good. And he gave him the wedding dress, about 30 groomsmen in Agbada. He got the contract. And he was like, he's not even campaigning to win the award, that this is okay for him. And he was telling one of the nominees that now told me about it. So this gives me joy because we've done a lot. I don't need people to, you know, to give me feedback again now because I've heard a lot. So we've done a lot in the industry. And now we are going international. We want to push it back to the world. Like the last year we did the beach adventure. We were supposed to do it in Lagos. I had to create a whole beach in Ibadan.
I was actually surprised about that when I saw the concept.
Because I want my brand story. That's what I said about brand story. It's like your boss. It aligns your brand. My brand story is I want to show Ibadan to the world. Why will I now take the beach to Lagos when I am creative enough to create a beach in Ibadan? So basically, that is why we created Bligz Event Award, and we thank God what we've achieved so far, and we are not stopping anytime soon.
I don't want you to stop. So what's the yardstick in you picking your winners? Because a lot of people will be like, we can actually give them financial support, and they're going to give us the award and all of that. Do you think that's true for Blingz?
The question is always, you know, I just feel, you know, as an interviewer, you want to ask some certain question. Because, you know, over the years, we've shown people that Bligz Event Award cannot be bought. And people will tell you, because what I tell people that in any award, in any industry, I mean, we have competitors, about 6 or 7 competitors that will compete in that same space for about 4 years. And if you sell award to this one this year, sell it to the next one, who will buy it the third year? That is why some awards don't stay long. I know of someone that won Bligz Event Award for 5 times and the person still wants to win because you know that it is your work that is bringing in the awards, not money. No, watch all these awards. Show me one person that has won the award more than 1 time or 2 times. Once you have it on your shelf, I don't buy them. Why will I want to buy it again? So you understand, what Bligz Event Award, we have people that have won 3 times, 4 times, and they still want to win because they know. See, it's a year in review. If you don't do well this year, we don't nominate you. So you get, so talking of the yardstick, what we've been doing from day one is we have people that have vast knowledge about events. Yeah. So we pick like 100 people that has vast knowledge about events. We send them the nomination forms and they fill, and we collate all those forms and we do our diligent research to know that okay, this person deserves the award. Yeah. You know, awards are meant to be controversial because it's still people that are nominating people. And there are some people, they know they are good, but you don't push yourself out there. I won't come and search for you. I have a lot doing. And one of the criteria to show that your business is successful is when you are visible, when people can see you. So if we can't see you, and mind you, people that say I'm good, they don't nominate you. For 100 people to fill a form and your name does not pop up, you have work to do. Definitely. It might not be in putting your best, it might be in your publicity. Yeah. So do the publicity. I created a platform with multi-million naira. I cannot do your work for you by, you know, coming to your nook and cranny.
They give you the PR.
To come and look for you. You know, I tell people, see, there's one incident that happened about 4 years ago. One guy chatted me up, was like, I like your award, but you guys don't nominate me. And I was like, this is how we do the nomination. And he was like, you will see me. When we were collating, when I saw this guy's name, I was happy. You know, because he put in the work, the publicity and everything. And people nominated him. There was one guy too last year. He came to me. He told me about everything that he has been doing, his, you know, efforts and everything. So nice. And, you know, I traveled at that time. And when we were nominating people, the guy was nominated. I don't even know his name. So they were looking for his picture. So my graphic people, they searched for his picture, they didn't see it, so I was like, okay, it's faceless. Maybe we should just spend the nomination. So when they were now posting the nomination, the guy was now thanking everybody that got nominated. And I now saw the name that, is this not this guy that was nominated? And I saw this picture. So it was this guy that spoke to me at one event. You know, it gives me joy. Right. When the reason you put so much effort into your craft is because that you want to be recognized by my brand. It shows the hard work, you've
actually put into it.
That we are putting into it, and it shows the credibility of the award. So basically, that is what I tell people when they say, okay, they buy every award. Show me one person that have bought Bligz Event Award. Just come out. I'm not afraid. Can everybody that has an award platform say that? Just pop up. If you have bought a category in Bligz Event Awards, we've done it for 8 years. We've awarded over 500 people. Just one person, one. Just come up that, okay, I bought it. This is my transaction receipt. I don't even transaction receipt. Just tell me you bought it. And people, we have records, the voting records and everything. And I'll show you. Because I told you I was a natural brand person. I don't know why. I just see it as a gift. I detached my personality away from the awards. There are people that, definitely, we have people we don't like. And that is where branding comes in. It might be the way of your approach that does not resonate with me. I'm not your audience. It doesn't mean that we hate each other. I just don't like the way you do your things. So there are some people that I don't like the way they do their things, but the name pop up. There was this particular guy. We don't greet each other. We don't greet, and we are cool with it. And he got nominated. He got his nomination. He won the award. After the award, he wanted to greet me. I just walked away. You won my award. You did not win my friendship. So you get, so Bligz Event Awards is different from me. So you understand, and that is what is helping me, because I'm not emotional about it. If they say you want it, you want it. You might not be on my status for me to see all the work you have been putting in, but if 100 people says you are worth it, then you want it. And that is, I tell people that you cannot judge. Let's say a drink brand now, Coke and Fanta. They are both carbonated drinks, but you can't judge them. They attend to different people. If you want to sell your awards, you have the reason why you sell your awards. You can sell it. I don't have a problem with that if it works for you. But the main reason of my own award is to change the industry, to help people improve. And selling it will not work for me. So that's why I don't sell. So I don't discriminate. If you think, okay, with the cash and carry, I call them ShopRite Awards. Some people can shop and buy. I'm not hating on them. Let them do their thing. And I've built my brand to a point that I don't need to stress. Just mention the name Blingz. People know the value. So that's it about that.
Last year we had the golden ticket, which was a beach experience. Yeah. What should we expect from Bligz Event Award 2025?
Okay, everything is the golden ticket, because that is the plaque of the award. True. Because for an event, ticket is very essential. It's like the currency. Even a wedding, the invite is the ticket. There is no event that does not have a ticket. So it shows you are an event person. Getting the gold ticket is a lot. So last year we had the beach adventure. The beach experience. It was 2 years we have the space experience. It was the beach adventure. For us this year, we are now global. Last year we did Canada, we did UK, US, and we came for the grand finale in Nigeria. So basically, for my brand story, I always have on my brand story. I want to show about us to the world. And this year, now that we've gained audience all over the world, because I was surprised when I got to Toronto and someone just came to me and he was video calling someone and I said Blingz is there, and I was like, wow. We don't know what we do. I tell people, keep putting the value. People are seeing. So now that we have the opportunity to show the world what we are doing, we decided to do the beautiful heritage. So what we are doing now is we are pushing the culture abroad. So that is what we are doing this year. Let's show all these people, they value us more than we even value our culture. So that's what we are pushing this year, the beautiful heritage, BEA 2025.
2025.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
And we're going to have it in Canada, UK, USA, and Nigeria for the grand finale.
Exactly. I was about to say that the grand finale, where is it going to be?
It's going to be in Ibadan.
Okay, so recently you actually betted on Ridicule conference.
Yeah.
What brought the idea?
Okay, for me, Ridicule conference is the same year with Bligz Event Award. So the first, because actually, some people felt this guy just came from nowhere. I laid the foundation of Bligz Event Award for 5 years. when I left school, I told you earlier on that I've been an event person from day one. When I left school, I came back. When I graduated, so it doesn't sound like I dropped out. So when I graduated, I got back to Ibadan and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do big time. So I said to myself, I don't have the money for publicity. I don't have the money to pay newspaper to publicize my events. So I said, okay, if there's no door, I'll create one for myself. And that is why I started Blingz magazine. That if I publish magazine myself, at least I won't pay myself for adverts. I can put my event on it. And I print the best quality of magazines and I shared it for free. Just for people to know the name. I shared it for free for about 3 years. So the name Blingz was subconsciously popular.
Ringing.
It was not that popular, but when they heard Blingz event, I was like, I know this brand. So it was easy for me. The first event was a sold out. First year. The whole, before they even called like 2-3 categories, the whole was filled up. So I was like, okay, I'm celebrating success. That is not enough. I want to be part of success stories. I want to add value. These people, is because they've gotten to a point, that's why we are celebrating them. Let's groom more people to be successful. So I came up with the idea. Actually, Onridu Conference is Blingz Event Awards Onridu Conference.
Blingz Event Awards Onridu Conference.
Yeah. So what I do is I pick from the winners and they now act as facilitators on the conference. You got to a point you want this award, you've done a lot. Teach others how to get it right. So you understand? So that's the concept. It's all about giving more value from Blingz Event Awards. So that's why we created Onridu Conference. And from the first year, we did Onridu Conference 1. And this year, we are having Blingz Event Award 8 years. And we're going to have Onridu 8 too.
Yeah. Okay. For Blingz magazine, you actually said you had to print it out. In what way is it promoting innovation and excellence in the industry? Because there are quite a number of magazines out there. So how can you say Blingz magazine, you said it's two that how can you say it's actually promoting sustainability in our economy right now?
Okay, basically, when we started, now, you have to evolve. That's another mistake people make. You have to evolve. The world is changing. You have to change with it. When I started Blingz magazine, we print. And when I mentioned something that at times you don't even need the money. A lot of people will be like, I want to print. Have you even told people you're a publisher? You just want to print. We need visible things to express ourselves. Okay, when I got the idea of printing Blingz magazine, I just told myself, okay, I'm now a publisher. I want to start printing Blingz magazine. So I started telling people about it. And one of my uncle overheard me telling someone that I'm a publisher. And he just called me one day that in our company, we want to do a brochure. And the brochure looks like a magazine, can you do it? And I said, sure. And I said, yes, and I got the contract. And after printing the brochure, all the gain I gathered from it, and I printed my first magazine with that money. So if I did not start telling people that I'm a publisher, I will not
say to the world.
I will not start till today. And there's this another concept I used back then. I woke up, I just see people, if you love something, think deep about it. I will never watch a film that is not creative. I don't waste my time. I enjoy my life, but I work every time. If I'm watching film, I'm working. Because I watch something that resonates with my brand, that will teach me more about what I do. So what I did about the magazine was, I realized that people squeeze flyer and throw it away. So I realized that if you are printing a flyer, you are wasting money. And the flyer then, 1,000 copy was like, let's say, 10,000 naira. And if you want to print a magazine, you spend about, let's say, 200,000 naira. That's like having 10 adverts. But my magazine is not popular. Nobody will place an advert. I'll tell you that, if you print this flyer, people will throw it away. But if you see a magazine, they can't throw it away. A lifespan of the magazine is like one magazine to like 50 people to read it. So you're even doing more. So bring your 10,000 naira. Bring your 10,000 naira. Bring your 10,000 naira. Instead of printing flyer, let us print the magazine. And another thing I did was, okay, your 10,000 naira, I'll give you 10,000 naira worth of magazine back. So it's like you're getting it for free. So I did that. I'll print the magazine, give you your own share, and everybody will share it. We exchange customers and everything. So that's the innovation, that have been sustaining the brand and everything. And now that, we are in the era of YouTube and we've transited in YouTube, we made a transition to YouTube. We now do Blingz TV, where we document all our edition on YouTube that you can just click and watch the magazine on YouTube. So you have to evolve and just roll with the world. That is just, a lot of people don't want to grow. But my friend, my children, they teach me a lot of things.
Like?
And I will gladly, at least now me born you, the glory is still mine. So I tell them, I have a 9-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son, and they'll be like, Dad, it's not called that. That is not how to pronounce it. And I'll be like, oh,
Okay.
thank you, thank you. Just stop. A lot of our parents, they were like, I have to be right. You don't have. There are some things you think you know. That at the end of the day, you know that it's even wrong.
It's not existing
So,
again.
yeah, hopefully evolve. Learn new things, and that is the only way you can, sustain your business.
That's true.
Yeah.
In all that you've been doing, has there been any disadvantage the digital space has actually brought to it?
Disadvantage in digital space.
Yeah.
For me, it might sound stupid, but I don't see any disadvantage in anything. Any situation I find myself, I believe the difficulties are to make me stronger, and I learn from it. So you understand? So, if I say I can't do something, I'd rather go for a course. I'll learn from people. I'll call you. There was a day I called one person. The guy has been looking at me up there for a long time. And I called him that he did something, even in the event space, that they call me guru, event expert. And I called this guy that it was demo pumping. He did the roast mode. It was like his first show. And I called him that, Demo, I was at your show. I love the way the people that worked for the event, the way you grouped everybody, the departments, the categories,
the structure
was lovely. I want to learn. And he was like, I know they whine me, boss. I said, I'm not whining you. I want to learn. Should I come? And he was like, no, it's not a big deal. And he sent me the breakdown. And I used it at my next event. And it is not, you don't have to be ashamed of anything. Just evolve, learn. And that is how I do my things. And if I know that I don't have time for something, I will employ someone to do it for me. Because I know that I might not have time to do all this. I have family, then I'll employ you. And as I employ you, I'll learn from you. Because when you are not there to do it for me, so I can do it. So I keep learning, so I don't see anything as a challenge or anything, man, And I believe one thing, nothing good comes easy.
Nothing good.
If I'm on a project now and it's easy, I'll be like, this is a setup. Is this going right?
It's not a setup.
Yeah, and I tell people, if you get things easily, it means you are not growing. If I cater now, you have to cater for 100 guests. If you want to do 100 guests next time, it will be easy. But if you want to do 300, it will not be easy. So if you are growing, it's not meant to be easy. New difficulties, but I see it as growth. So I don't see difficulties, I just see it as growth. Conquering new ground.
For someone who has actually won the Oyo State Most Influential Award 5 times, do you think Oyo State is actually promoting entrepreneurs and the business community at large?
Okay, I know a lot of my friends and colleagues might not like this, but I'm the kind of person that I believe in giving more before you expect anything in return. Yeah? Because, I've been in the event space for a while now, and, I realized some people have done the damage earlier. Collecting money from brands and not delivering what they want to. People will even write some things that are not possible in their proposals. And these people that are even shouting that, okay, they are not doing anything, let them put together a proposal. You'll be disappointed in what they are putting in the proposal. So a lot of us are not, I have brands that I know people that can make few things work for me, but I believe I've not gone to the point yet. Give a whole lot before you expect something in return. Like I told you now, I've not even mentioned it, I spent my house rent on Bligz Event Award for 3 years. For 3 years. And
were there no sponsors?
No sponsors. Because they just don't want to come to Ibadan. And the one mistake that my first event, I didn't even write any sponsor. Because why will I tell you I need sponsor? For what? I've not done this before. I can't offer you anything for now. But you see, even as Blingz, I get proposal for first time event asking me for 2 million naira. For what? Why will I give you what? And you read the proposal. You read the proposal, there's no value for me. You just want me to dash you money. It's not going to happen. See, I tell people that event is a big deal. We solve this brand's problem. If a brand will spend 10 million naira on advertisements, an event will help them reach that point with 2 million. So we are helping them. So if we have the real value, they will give you the money. So you understand? So I believe do more before you expect something in return. At least, I will not lie. There was a year someone called me that Blingz, I like what you do. I like how you've been affecting the industry. And this person gave me 500,000 naira. and the person said, even if you thank me on your status, I'll block you. I'm not going to be around for the event, but I just love what you do. That is value. And at times, I want to do something, I'm ready to pay, and they'll be like, Blingz, no, you've done a lot for this industry. I'm not collecting money. So let's shift our focus away from the government. If they are not doing anything, if you put enough value, you get the support. You get the support. It's not that hard. I don't have money. I've started spending my money on, okay, I said I spent my house rent on event for like 3 years. But for like 4 years now, I've stopped spending a dime on Bligz Event Award. But I don't get it wrong, I still invest. For Bligz Event Award 2025 now, I've spent about 2 million naira from my own pocket. But I know I'll get it back from, but these people, are they ready to even invest? I know people that will collect 100,000 for events. They'll first remove like 60% of the money. But someone that is giving you a 2 million naira sponsorship is expecting you to add your own 2 million so you can achieve 4 million naira for him. Sure you get. So let's do better. Ibadan is even better now.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Ibadan is better. When we started, I tell people, you see, people don't see you before you judge anywhere. Look at where they started from. My first event in Ibadan, I paid people to attend.
Interesting.
Because I just wanted them to see what I have to offer. It's not literally that I paid them money, but I give them transport fare, I gave them free drinks, just for them to come. Some even requested for pickup. That will you pick me up? Okay, I paid some people, go and take bus. And when they saw what I had to offer, the next time they came. That is where you see Bligz Event Award now. People will be like, in this Ibadan, there are times that people don't even come out. There was a guy that told me that I did the event, he was not full, I was just laughing. We called it birthday back then when I was in school. If you do an event and people did not come, you now call people, oh yeah, I did do birthday. Oh yeah, come, so that you can see crowd.
Come and attend my birthday.
That is how I started. But when you see it now, you'll be like, you have to start from somewhere. You have to show them, because some people have, you see, I tell people, there's a brand that said they want to start selling tickets online. And I said, people will have bought tickets online, but some people have gotten their ticket earlier and the event did not happen. How would they get refunds? So they will send someone to go and check the options. Yeah, go and check. one person will just go.
How's it going? Is it full?
They never start. But if we can come together and do event on time, do it properly. See, branding is perception. And that's why branding is just making them see the perception, how you can interpret, your value. Let them see it. People see Blingz now the way they see it because of what I've built over years. I've made them see the value. They know what to expect. People go and shop for Bligz Event Awards because they know they'll see something that is very interesting. So let us give more. And government, we know government self get problem with past events. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not lie to ourselves. They have a problem that is more than events, education, infrastructure, and everything. I know and why most people are into events is because of lack of jobs. Most people are not passionate about these things. They just want to make money.
People are into events because of lack of jobs.
Yeah, most people. Because I feel that, this thing is not hard now. I can do it. Let me just make money from it. But some of us started events not even for the money. We just want to express ourselves. And now it's bringing in the money. It's a different thing. We were ready to wait for it to grow. Some people want to do events. First year, they want to cash out. Event business is like every other business. You can't tell me you want to open like a food business now and you will not invest.
You will have to invest first.
See, you understand? Event is like every other business. You call it business now. That investment stage will be there. You will lose money to let people know what you can do, then you make money later. So for the government, let us take our face off government. Let me tell you something. If you are doing an event now, and you get to a point that you are doing event like Whiskey, you have like 30,000 crowd capacity, government will call you. Because they need you, everything is valuable. Let me tell you, I've gotten jobs that I know this person does not like me, but he knows I'm the only person that can deliver.
The job.
So that's why I tell people, don't kiss ass. Value. I tell people, they'll be like, it's because you're okay. I tell people, don't run after money, run after value. Because money runs after value. Once you have the value, money will run after you.
What if, because there's a question I like to ask people, which is, should we go for passion or money? What if I am going for my passion and there's no money in it? How will I be able to pay my bills?
Let me tell you something. There's nothing you do properly that won't bring you money. Let me set an example. And God gave everybody our talent because there's a market for that talent. It might not be now, it might not be, it might be in the future. But because we want to make the money now, you tap into another person's talent. You want to do what he's doing. I tell you, when I started events was not a big deal. It was not something that everybody wants to be proud of, because I just feel this is what I feel like doing. Okay, there's one auntie that said when I wanted to marry then, it was like, she Coca-Cola, you prefer marry Lilori. I've never heard that word before. I was even thinking she was talking about the drink, Coca-Cola. That means because you lie. So event was not a thing of pride, but I just wanted to do it. See, if you have a talent, let people see the value in it. And see, let's use ushering company as an example. 20 years ago, there was nothing like ushering. But some people molded it to be fashionable. Everybody will be like, I'm an usher. So you get that talent you have. If you make it fashionable, put value in it, people will copy you. People will want to do it. But some people, they have grade A talent. But because that thing is not bringing money now, it was to see, if I met myself 15 years ago, I would discourage myself because I was just stupid. That kilo first ship when you life I was just keen on being happy. I wanted to be fulfilled than make money. Let me just be fulfilled, because I won't lie to you, I spent about 25 years of my life thinking I was good for nothing. So when I just found something I love, I'll be like, I just want to be fulfilled. And now it got me money, you know. I was recently nominated for the social secretary for NALA, Ontario, Canada. And I've not spent a year, you know, I shuffle Canada and Nigeria. And I've not spent a year in Canada. And I've been nominated for that because they saw the value I've done in where I'm coming from. So nobody can be like you. You do it easily. I tell people, they'll be like, how have you been doing this idea? I'm just being myself. I will not be proud and say, I will always sleep at 5. I do this, I read 3 times a day. I'm just being myself. And you know, you can always be yourself and be the king of. I say, I'd rather be a king in the jungle than be a dog in the city. Nobody can be Blingz. And I'm just, so look for yourself. That is what I teach my students in branding. What do you want to brand? Have you even discovered yourself? Discover yourself. Some people are in wrong businesses. There are some businesses that you do that even if you are sleeping, they wake you up. You will be perfect at doing it.
Sure.
So search for that business. Ask your true friend, what am I good at? Some people just talk. They won't make money from it. And some people are making money from talking. But it's that crypto that your brain cannot carry. Because you are seeing someone is buying Benz. And see, let me tell you, like I said before, I started making money from printing before I started making money from events. And like I told you now, magazine was just to push my event. A lot of people felt I was making money from magazine, and they started copying, they started printing magazine that I don't sell. So now imagine, someone came to my office that I just want you to teach me how you make money from magazine. And I was like, don't sell it. I'm not making money from magazine. I didn't even start because of money. I started because I want to publicize my event. So, you know, if you are looking for me from afar and you want to copy my success, you just miss the road. While everybody has a reason for doing something. Look for your own reason, and that is what will drive you. I'm not saying I'm dead. I'm still learning, you know, I'm still trying to be successful, and that is what I'll keep doing, because I don't want to stay. I want to look at myself and be like, I'm better than last year. And thank God, I can still say that. I don't know of the next year, but now
it's visible.
I'm better than last year, you know. So that's just the spirit. Keep pushing, keep evolving. That's it.
True, that's nice. Is there anything else we should expect from you apart from Bligz Event Award, Bligz Magazine, or radio conference? Anything else coming up?
For me, I take a step at a time. Okay. You know, I might wake up tomorrow and just bring, but for now, I just want to establish the fact that we've gone global. You know, we did first year. It was nice. You know, the acceptance was very lovely, and we want to do more. We want to do more. What we've created in Nigeria, we want to create it in Canada, create it in UK, create it in US. You know, as big as it is in Nigeria, and it's a journey, yeah. And I tell people that enjoy the journey. A lot of people focus on the destination. There's no destination. Let me be frank with you, no destination, because the finish line is the beginning of another race. So there's no destination. Just enjoy the journey. Because I could still remember vividly. My mom, may also rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
We just lost her December 23. There was a day we danced like we won a lottery just because we sold 150 naira zobo.
150.
150, we danced. As in, it was huge. So I know that if you can celebrate your little successes like this, you live a fulfilled life. You know, because some people think I'm thinkingly rich because I love my life. I have problems too. You know, that's why I said I like helping people, because I know that a little help can make a lot in anything you do. So I like helping people, but at times I'm not able to help. Sometimes I feel bad. I just felt that, Tola, there are times you can't even help yourself. So why feel bad about it? So anything, just enjoy that little success. That, you know, you got 20 likes today. Don't look at Mr. Beast that has 300 million followers. You don't know when it started. You don't know the kind of work that he has put in. You know, just celebrate yourself. And once you are contented, God likes that. He keeps giving you. He keeps, you know, letting you do more. You know, so that's what works for me, Sha. I thank God a lot. Thank God for a poor me, a dumb me that don't know much. But you know, God has given me.
You can't say you're dumb.
But I'm not that, but you know, it's just the grace, yeah? It's just the grace. Because when you look at it, there are some things I create and people will be like, wow. And I'll be like, wow, what is wow? What is, there's no big thing. It's
being real.
Yeah, I'm just being myself. So, you know, I give God all the glory. Because I tell people that we are just privileged. You can be born dumb. You can be born deaf. If I was born an imbecile now, which creativity are we talking about? So it still boils down to grace, yeah? If I was giving birth to maybe in one village, I would just be creative about the ebe and planting yam and everything. So, you know, we are just privileged to be here. You know, let's be candid, you know. So just appreciate God for it. Everybody has that time. Even the big Cubanas that you see spending billions, they have their own problems. You know, just enjoy your life. And that's the best way to even move ahead. So why wasting your time? Just enjoy yourself and just move ahead.
Okay, the last but not the least. If you were to take yourself to a coffee shop, a younger version of yourself to a coffee shop, what would you say to him?
I'll tell my young self, I'll tell you thank you, you know, for not being scared to fail, you know, for being stupid in following your passion, you know, because I was like, I'm the last born. I have a brother and a sister. At least they'll feed my family if I fail. That was the mindset. I was ready to lose on doing what I believe. You know, it was stupid. You know, and I tell people I didn't do that because I was wise. I did that because that was the easiest route for me. I just want to be myself. So you understand? So I just tell my young self, thank you for taking the risk. And guy, it was too risky to do, to do. But you know, there were a lot of things I would have done wrong. I would have done right. I mean, like keeping more records. And I keep record a lot. As I am now, if I want to do Bligz event of 2025, I will go back to 2024 and see the day I posted the first flyer. The day I called my stage person. I will take everything and learn from myself. Because see, I tell people, you make this mistake, assuming you need 5 things to be successful, you now did 3 properly. You'll be like, okay, these 2, I'll do it well next year. But my friend, you did the 2 next year, but you fail at the one you succeeded in the past year. Because overconfidence, you'll be like, I did this properly now. You don't study it again. And you now fail. And that's why some people don't get it right. So even the part that you've succeeded, learn from yourself. Because the information we consume is too much. We tend to forget things. What you did last year, if you don't keep record, you'll be surprised that if you write things down, you read something that you'll be like, am I the one that wrote this thing? So you understand? So learn from yourself. Don't be too overconfident. I tell people I learn every day. And that is what I'll tell my young self. Do more of documentation. Save everything that you do. So that's what I tell my young self.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. As you've heard, learn from yourself. Be real, be original, be yourself, and add value to yourself. And that is the way you can build a beautiful brand. Until next time on Creative Mind, have a wonderful day.